Hey, what's up, everybody? 2022 Specialized Epic Expert Evo in a size medium, weighing in at 25 pounds, 5 ounces. And in kilos, we're right at 11.50 kilos. Stay tuned to after video. We're here for your buy sound test on those wheels, those control Revolve wheels with a DT Swiss 350 hub. Thank you, guys. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have for you guys this 2022 Specialized Epic Evo in an Expert. It retails for $6,300. And as you guys just saw, it is 25 pounds roughly in a size medium. It does come equipped with these cages, the rear and the front, and also you get this little multi-tool attached to the bottom cage as well. Now, 25 pounds for a $6,300 bike is not bad for a cross-country full suspension mountain bike, because if you guys just saw, I just did a video on the Pro version of this bike that was $8,800, and it's almost actually the exact same range. Now, granted, that was a large compared to a medium, but I'll show you guys the similarities between these two bikes. This is like their color is a little bit different. This is their their matte Sierra East Sand Terracotta TJ Hushmanzada color. I don't know. It's a matte sandy color. That's why it's kind of a late at night, so I didn't really need the sun on there, but it is just more of a full matte color. This looks like a cream color right here, and it's just like an orange terracotta color. I have no idea. They call it East Sierra Sand, I believe. But this shares a lot of characteristics with the Epic Evo Pro. The wheel and tire combination are exactly the same as a Pro. They're the exact same carbon as well. This is the Fact Carbon 11M, which the Pro is a Fact Carbon 11M. The only bike that has a different carbon is their S-Works. That's a 12M. But the tires, the wheels, and the frame are the exact same as a Pro. So it's not, sorry about that. So it's not a bad deal. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this bike. But the Epic Evo is one of my favorite bikes out there. It's a full-on XC bike that you can race, you can do Strava lap times, you can do craziness on there, but it also gives you that little bit more of a fun side that you have the longer raked out fork, you have the longer travel on there. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with this bike and not just be limited to one category. It's an all-around bike. It's perfect for South Florida. It's perfect for Florida in general. It's a really nice bike. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the top handlebar, this is a 35mm round alloy bar. They changed the Evos now to a 35mm clamp size instead of a 31.8. They also have on here a normal stem on here, just a specialized alloy stem, nothing crazy on here. But again, a 35mm clamp. Brakes on here are going to be the SRAM G2 RS. They are a 4-piston brake, a more of a heavy travel brake on here. They're putting this on only the Evo status of the bikes because they want to have a 4-piston brake on there. For more descent or more whatever. You have on here the specialized lock-on grips. They're a 3mm lock-on. And then the shifters on here are going to be a SRAM X01 shifter. So you're getting a 12-speed X01 wired mechanical shifter. There is not axis on here. I would think for $6,300 you should maybe get GX wireless. That's just my preference to it. But cable is going to be a little bit lighter and also maybe easier to work on for a few. But I would like to see GX axis on here for sure. You do get a dropper post on all the Evos as well to make it a little bit more of a trail bike. Like I said, this comes with the X Fusion. They are a decent dropper post. I've always had a little bit of issue getting in contact with them for support for sending it back, but in terms of working, they work really well. Going down to the front, you have the specialized logo here, and then the fork that comes on here is going to be the SID Select Plus. It is a 35mm stanchion fork, 120mm of travel. You have the lockout right here, so it's open right now. You can go ahead and move this all the way to a lockout option. You have the ability to put air in here for your rider weight, so whenever you're setting up the shocks, you can set this to your rider weight. It is a boost space bike, so the front is a 15 by 110 front through axle. And then, like I said before, these wheels are the Revolve Control wheels on here. They are the same exact wheels that are on the Revolve Control SL wheels. These are the same hoops on there. The only thing different is that these hubs and spokes are different. So same hoops. What I mean by that is that the carbon layup is the same exact asymmetric frame design. They are a little bit stiff. They're dished differently. They're flat on this side and then more slant on this side, and then they're opposite on the rear to make it a little bit more laterally stiff. You get a DT Swiss 350 hub in the front and then a rounded spoke, but it's the same dimensions, a 29mm internal width for a hookless rim. They are tubeless ready. The tires are tubeless as well. They come with tubes in there, but they do give you tubeless valves so you can change them out. These are the ground control tires, a 29 by 2.35 tire, and they put a little bit more of an aggressive bite on here for the Evo option, so that way you can go ahead and go with, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. These are the RockShox components. You have a RockShox front and rear. Last year for 2021, they had all these RockShox throughout their entire bikes for the whole Evo line, except for the Pro, which was Fox. Now you're seeing the Pro and the S-Works now come with Fox components on here. The SID is a little bit thicker stanchion, being 35 and not 34 millimeter, but it is what it is. It's a nice fork. It's 120 millimeters of travel. There's a lot you can do with it. There's more options, which I'll show you with the flip chip later on, but a very nice bike. Again, you have the aggressive tire there for the 2.35, and then they did the tan sidewalls as well to kind of match the frame, which I think looks really good in terms of that mixed match color. But all in all said, it is a very fun and capable bike of doing a lot of fun things. Going down to the frame, you have the East Sahara sand desert color with the Specialized logo. 3 water bottle cage storage right here, boom, 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 just in case you want to add SWAT storage. You have the multi-tool that can have a 4, 5, 6 millimeter and also a T25. Another water bottle cage mount right here. You have the Fact Carbon 11M that's on there, and also this bottom bracket is a threaded SRAM dub bottom bracket. So this bike platform is now a threaded bottom bracket. The shock that comes on here is a RockShox SID Lux Select Plus. It is 110 millimeters of travel. And then on these bikes, they do have the flip chip, which they've taken from the stump jumper. What this flip chip does is whether it's in the low or the high position, when it's low, the bike will be a little bit more raked out, and the bottom bracket will be a little bit lower to be a little bit more accommodating for more trail riding, more all-mountain situations, maybe more drops, more downhill type stuff. I know it sounds weird to say, but that's what it can do. When it's in the high position, the front fork is going to come raked in a little bit more, and the bottom bracket is going to raise up higher for better clearance. A little bit more XC riding, more depending on what kind of terrain you're in. Like in South Florida, I would keep this in the high majority of times because it can accommodate everything you want to do in there. So this bike gives you more options. There's a lot of way to run it, and it's actually a really cool bike. The crank on here is going to be a SRAM crank on here. It's a dub crank with a 32 tooth chainring. You have a SRAM GX chain on here with a SRAM GX cassette. The rear derailleur is a mechanical SRAM XO1 12-speed Eagle derailleur. I don't know why I paused there. And then you have a ground control, same tire as the rear and the front, 29 by 2.35 with the same exact tread and also the gumwall tire, the same rim that's in the front as well, revolve control with a DT Swiss 350 hub. Stay tuned to after video here for your body sound test on that hub. It's pretty quiet, but you guys can at least hear it. Again, rims are tubeless ready, tires are tubeless ready. The bike is a great, great build. Going to the rear, we have here a 6-bolt disc brake on here, and being that it is an Evo, it is 180 millimeter rotor, 6-bolt on here in the back. That's a scuff mark that we're not going to tell anyone about. And then also for the front as well, it is the 6-bolt 180 millimeter travel rotor in the front as well. On the Evos, because they're a bigger bike with a bigger brake and they're meant to do a little bit more downhill and a little bit more aggressive stuff, they give you a little bit bigger rotor for better stopping power. So keep that in mind. Through axle on the rear, you can actually loosen that with the SWAT tool there. And then for the saddle, it is a Specialized Power saddle. It is their expert tier level saddle. Nice wide cutout, a lot of blood flow, nice support that you get. But yeah, a lot of options with this bike. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. This is the 2022 Specialized Epic Expert Evo. Retail is $6,300 in a size medium, and it weighs in right around 25 pounds. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Revolve control wheel with a DT Swiss 350 hub on this 2022 Epic Expert Evo. Free out body sound test right now. Very quiet and muted.